Getting comfortable shooting in public was something I struggled with very hard in my beginning stages of photography. Photography can be very intimidating at the start. You ask yourself questions like, am I getting the settings right? Am I missing good shots? Is my framing any good? Why can't I get this right? Why is everyone looking at me weird? I asked myself these same questions when I started photography. I was wondering if I was messing up settings, my framing, my editing, but most importantly, I questioned my confidence of being out in public shooting. Confidence in photography is a big step to improve your photographs. As soon as you realize like the tricks to get more comfortable having a camera in public, you will see a bump in quality in your images. I cannot tell you how many awesome shots I have missed because I was just too scared to just bring the camera to my face in public. If you ever ask, why was I so scared to take out my camera? I have a couple tips that could possibly help you out. Tip 1, realize that most people won't even notice a camera when you pull it out. Most people in public are so self-absorbed into their phones, most of the time, not a soul is gonna notice that you even brought a camera out. People are generally unaware of their surroundings, unless there's a reason for them to pay attention. That's why you can see so many street photographers in cities like Chicago or New York getting literally feet within somebody with a camera, and no one seems to notice. Like, I get that that's a very niche section of photography that is almost solely getting up into people's faces with a camera and taking photos, but I mean, they have the confidence to do it. And I'm sure they get confronted a lot just because the nature of what they do. My second tip, openly wear your camera on a camera strap. Now I understand if you live in an area or photographing in a location where you may not feel safe parading potentially expensive gear just around your neck at any given time. I can understand that. That makes sense to me. Even if you want to conceal your camera, that's fine, but it will increase your confidence with a camera a lot because it's nothing to go from here to snapping a photo. The only thing that might give it away is the shutter noise. Click, let the camera hang. If anything, you'll look like a tourist depending where you're at. Tip number 3, and one of the more important tips, if you are approached, talk it out. If by chance you are approached by somebody just asking you questions about what are you doing, what kind of camera are you using, what are you shooting today, most of the time they're probably genuinely interested in what you're shooting. They may also be another photographer just asking what you're shooting on. That seems to be the most common for me. They may even offer advice on where to shoot and what to shoot. If they're another photographer, they'll possibly just give you advice on what to do and just like cool locations you can go check out. On my recent trip to Moab, I met another photographer while I was out there walking back to my car, and me and him exchanged contact information. He was a super nice dude. Here's his Instagram, by the way, if you guys want to check him out. And my favorite reason for talking it out, you may be the reason someone picks up a camera for the first time. That person may leave that conversation and go home, and then the next day they decide like, I want to give photography a try, and you might be the reason someone does that. Just giving advice. It's great when people ask for advice instead of you just giving it to them like I'm doing in this video. So don't immediately think every interaction with a person that comes up to you asking like, what are you doing, like what's up with the whole camera thing? Don't automatically assume they're all gonna be bad. You may inspire the next person that even just picks up the hobby. You may meet amazing contacts, friends. You may even stumble into a great community of other photographers that it will give you nothing but good advice. The first time you go out and you go to shoot, you're gonna be nervous. There's nobody on this planet that will tell you otherwise. The only way to get rid of that is through time and just practice in general. Tip number 4, go where other photographers are commonly seen. This final tip kind of ties into the last one. Go where photographers are common. If you like shooting cars, go to car shows. Look up car shows on Facebook in your area for whatever state you live in. Go even to a post office. There's a post office here in my town that has like 4 car shows posted on a bulletin for like next month. And I'm definitely going to one of them. If you're into landscape photography, go to national parks or like nature landmarks near you. There will be other photographers there. You will feel so much more comfortable if where you go there are other people doing the exact same thing that you are looking to do. It's also an amazing way to meet other people who have the same niche love for photography that you might have. You will meet amazing people in and around the same space of photography you're interested in, and it's a great time. Other photographers there will even give you advice, like I said earlier, on like how to shoot, what angles to use, even like settings, lens choice, all of that. They'll all help you for the most part. If they don't help you, they're fucking gatekeepers and they're weird. Anyway, photography in general, not talking about Instagram, not talking about like apps where you post photos and people just ogle over them and go, that's a great photo, or that photo sucks. Photography is a very community-driven activity. Finding friends in a similar vein of your hobby can be a huge inspiration for you to go out and shoot more. The entire experience of going out shooting more will make you a better photographer. It happens with time. You have to actually put time in photographing or videoing. Anything having to do with a camera, you're never gonna nail it the first time. And when you do, it's a fucking amazing feeling. That 1 in a million chance where that first photo you take is just a fucking banger. Unless you're like a film photographer, you plan large format shots and you do this for fucking months. Nick Carver's a good example of that. He'll wait months for one location to look perfect before he takes a photo. Obviously, those guys have to nail it almost on the first try because fucking large format's expensive. If you think regular 35mm SLRs and like 35mm film in general is expensive, or try to get into 120 film or like 4x5 even, all the way up to like 8x12s, because holy shit is it expensive. I hope these tips at least kind of give you an idea of what you can do to get to a comfortable feeling in public. I'm still not 100% comfortable in public filming. Anytime I bring a camera out in public, I feel weird. I feel like people are staring at me, and then I think about it and I'm like, there's nobody here that gives a flying fuck what I'm doing. They may think it, they may look at your camera and go, that guy's a weirdo. They have one of these in their pocket, I guarantee it. And they all take thousands of photos on them a year. But I'm the weird one because I want higher quality images. I still don't get that whole take. I hope these gave you some level of confidence to get out and shoot more. If they do, and you post to Instagram, tag me in your posts. I love to see them. I love seeing people get out, shoot photos, and share them with people. It's awesome. I love going through Instagram or Vero, just scrolling through, seeing some cool ass shots. I'll happily look at any post that I'm tagged in. I hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you all have an amazing week. And always remember, it does get better. It always gets better with time. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe, share with somebody you think needs inspiration to go shoot more photos. Share it with that like photographer friend that you have. The one that is just like, man, I want to go shoot, but this, and this gets in the way. Send them this video. And I hope they make it to this part because go shoot, man. Go out with your camera, go shoot photos. Love you all. Thank you for watching to the end. Have an amazing day. Peace.